What the fuck is this?
Out of my way.
Thank you.
Dire's middle tower.
$1秒経過2秒経過3秒経過
Why you bullying me?
Hey, whatafuckers! Want to edit clips like Dota Whatafuck, but are new to editing? Don't worry, Filmora is here to make your life easier. Filmora 9 is the best video editing software for beginners. It has a super intuitive interface and it offers a huge variety of features that will make your edits look awesome. Let's get into it and make a clip out of this play. Screen record the scene, drag the clip into the timeline, trim the unnecessary parts and add some music. Now, let's use some green screens and add some sound effects. We are almost there. Render the clip up to 4K and we got it.
My mind's telling me
No.
but my body's telling me
Do it! Here we go!
Filmora 9 has tons of free preset effects, transitions, sound effects, filters, and animated elements. Don't miss the special offer they have for us. Comment below to share anything about Filmora to get a chance to win a year-free license. Click on the link in the description below and try it for free.
Pumping up the volume to 90 degrees, dancing to the song till I drop to my knees. Don't know what is wrong with me. Don't know what is wrong with me. Boy, how you know you got that something here? I'm just standing doing nothing wrong. Across the room you got me blushing. I gotta crush just like a gold rush. Boy, how you know you got that something here? I'm just standing doing nothing wrong. Across the room you got me blushing. I gotta crush just like a gold rush.
It's quiet. Too quiet. Be careful, it's a trap!
Flashback.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
enemy spotted.
The aura, though. Heroes, Crystal and
10
Mirana have a
seconds
great
remaining.
setup into Arrow. Nova,
5
right? It doesn't even
seconds
have to be the Frostbite. If you hit him with the Nova, that slow is so huge. You can hit a pretty easy arrow. So we'll see what Quincy crew decide to go here as their second pick here in the first phase.
Gone through a bit of reserve time in the position 4 to begin with. That's something
10
pretty popular from
seconds
Thunder
remaining.
Predator. We see that on Matthew. We talked about that earlier today. We'll
5
see.
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
I think if you're a Quincy crew and you get an Ember Spirit, it's almost always going to be played on Quinn, right? Like it's just
Radiant team ban.
it's just such a hero. It's like one of his like most iconic heroes. He's just so dang good on it, and it works in the core position, right? You can build magic damage pretty easily, and you do
Radiant
just tons and
team
tons and
ban.
tons of magic damage with the Elder Titan natural order. So we'll see what they decide to go with, but they ban out the Spectre, the Monkey King for the mid lane, which would make me almost guarantee think this is going to be a Quinn Ember Spirit then.
Yeah, when you ban out that Monkey King in the mid, again, I don't think that hero is that good right now.
Dire
I mean,
team ban.
a lot of people would disagree with me after watching that last match or some of Quinn's games on Monkey King. But with him banned out, you generally want to be playing a hero in the mid lane. DP as well, another hero that's amazing against these melee mid lane heroes. Of course, you don't want him to be able to
10
run you down with that
seconds
Spirit
remaining.
Siphon. You want to be able to avoid these
Radiant
Crypt
team
Swarms to
ban.
shove out the lane. Well, I even see a last one. What's the last? It's the Queen of Pain, but that's a hero that Ember Spirit is actually able to deal with. It's like a skill-based matchup. It's all about dodging out those the daggers. Sorry, what's
Yeah.
it called again? Shadow Strike.
Yeah, Shadow Strike.
10
Yeah.
seconds
That's the
remaining.
one. Shadow Strike from the Queen of Pain. So Quinn, obviously, he's having a ping
5
advantage in the
seconds
game
remaining.
against the enemy team. So it should be no trouble of him dodging it out, being like such a high skill mid player.
Now, you can pick heroes like Storm Spirit that do pretty good in the lane against Ember, but it is not the best game matchup, right? Like, he can just bolas you at any time, which causes so much problems for the Storm Spirit. You can build Orchid, though, so it kind of goes back and forth. That's one of the things I love about the Storm hero, or the Spirit heroes, is they all kind of counter each other
Radiant
in different
team
ways. Like,
pick.
none of them is, like, severely countered by the other, but there's just a lot of counterplay in general between them.
Dire team pick.
Certainly be Quinn on the Ember Spirit, given that the anti-mage was banned out last. Super strong against Ember Spirit, of course. Once he gets a Mantis-style Abyssal Blade, he blows him up and makes his life impossible. Or if he just pops off in the early.
Yeah, not having mana on that hero is borderline
10
impossible to deal with.
seconds remaining.
They pick up the Sand King this time for Quincy crew, which we saw last game do a
5 seconds
fantastic job for Team Brazil, right? Flea just crushed it on the Sand King. And this game, they can run it 4, they can run it 3 for Lelis. It just kind of depends on what Brazil decide to pick up here. And without the anti-mage in the game, they might choose to run this as a core.
Yeah. You know, one
Radiant
less thing to
team
worry
pick.
about. It all depends on how this draft goes. Again, that flexibility on Quincy crew is what they've got going on this game, and I'm really liking it. They take Invoker mid because, again, when you ban out those 3 heroes against the Ember Spirit, you're fairly certain that it's going to be Quinn mid on that. And Invoker does a pretty good job against the Ember in the mid
10
lane, so you
seconds
can't really go
remaining.
that Flame Guard build.
Yeah.
Whenever you try to run it, you just throw that Tornado
5
out, it's
seconds
dispelled,
remaining.
and you're going to have a bad time.
Yeah, you just go the max Sleight of Fist build, right? That's the idea. It's not bad. It's slightly slower farming than maxing the Flame Guard, but for the most part, it's still pretty effective. You have a lot of physical damage, and like I said, with Elder Titan, you can go either build, and it ends up being really valuable.
Silencer.
Oh, baby, I love the Silencer pick. This is nice. This is really nice.
Oh yeah, again, it fits in well with some of the things that they got going on here. They got very good initiation on Quincy crew. You can catch people out
10
with like a
seconds
stomp, and the
remaining.
enemies try to take the fight around that, or like get their hero out.
5
You pop that
seconds
global.
remaining.
Again, your timing, just being able to turn the fight perfectly. We've seen Aoi get a couple of amazing global silences off a few series ago. And again, they did buff this hero a couple of times. The cooldown on his global is actually pretty low at max level at only 100 seconds.
And it does also prevent any form of counter initiation from Brazil, right? Like, say they tried to go back in
Dire
onto a
team
fight, it's
back.
pretty much just to get out of jail free for. And honestly, that's just exactly what I was saying. If they try to go in on Brazil, you just pop the global. Quinn, for instance, if he gets caught by this roar into like a
Radiant
sunstrike,
team
you
back.
just pop the global and Quinn's out. You know, there's no
Now they're trying to ban out these super hard carries that like absorb all the farm on the map and can deal massive right-click damage against them. But you know what hero's still in this?
Radiant team.
Please tell me.
It's Terrorblade.
I was thinking about Terrorblade as well. I don't know which team it's. I don't know if it's actually that good for Quincy crew, but they banned the Lifestealer. Okay, so it is for sure a Sand King off lane here. Just based on all the bans we're seeing, the Arc Warden and the Lifestealer, it should be Sand King. I'm interested by that Slark ban though.
Okay.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, it's somebody who can kind of get through the disable of their team. If you can like purge off a roar, they practically just lose the game. I don't really like Slark that much at the moment either. But again, he's able to jump on CM. CM can't frostbite him. Can pop that dark pack for arrows too. It's a lot of solutions. Okay, they take this Sven. It's not the Terrorblade, which goes to Belay, is like that is his #1 hero, but it is one of the strongest in this patch, and it will give you the damage in order to blow these people up.
Yeah, Sven to me looked like just the safest pick for sure. Now the question is, does Quincy crew take you know, the Terrorblade for themselves? Can you run Terrorblade into this lineup? And it seems so scary because there's a lot of magical damage, some good burst here as well, but I don't know what you can pick here that will actually give you a decent core matchup. I'm trying to think. I mean, Faceless Void is still in.
Faceless Void is in the pool. I mean, Phantom Assassin wouldn't be amazing, but not horrible. You
just don't have like the enabler with PA. Like I feel like most times we see Phantom Assassin, you want to see some hero that enables it, makes it a little bit stronger. You could go Troll. This is a pretty decent Troll game.
It might be, yeah, maybe Troll then.
You can't really pick CK here, right? Sven is just...
Yeah, he'll cleave through that in no time, as well as a lot of what Invoker's got going on. Will control up the CK in a decent way. I'm thinking Troll? They take the Terrorblade for themselves. All right.
It is good against the Sven. My only worry is just the magic damage from Team Brazil, right? Like they have, you know, roar into pretty much anything is a kill on the Terrorblade, and the only is global silencer on the silencer. So we'll see what they can do. Quincy crew, you know, lose game 1 to Brazil here in a pretty fantastic fashion. Brazil looked incredible. So we'll see if they can do it again here on map number 2.
And we'll see. I'm not convinced by this Terrorblade. I'm not sure that they're going to have enough damage to be able to take the Terrorblade down once they get a couple of items. If they can play fast enough on Team Brazil, great. But you know, once they have a couple of items, I think even with huge, once they have like a Scotty or something on the Terrorblade, they'll have like a serious damage problem on Team Brazil.
Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. I mean, Terrorblade with
too much armor.
Yeah, it's like once Terrorblade has like Scotty and a BKB, if he even needs a BKB, he could just go Manta, or SNY Satanic. Like, this is incredibly valuable when you're against heroes like Beastmaster. But we'll see. It's game number 2. Brazil, man, coming off a high win in game number 1.
Yeah. We'll see if they're able. Wow! Installing cabinets at like the middle of the night again.
Again? What do you mean again?
You know, boomer stuff.
Oh, just boomer stuff. Okay.
Although
okay.
the Zero Ultra in me might, you know, awaken that inner boomer. I'll just go out and start like mowing the lawn, even though I'm on the 24th floor and I don't have a lawn.
Yeah, you have like turf outside, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go mow my turf lawn real quick.
Yeah.
Just do some dad things.
Yeah.
Prepare for battle.
All right, the unpause back into the game. I mean, with these 3 heroes top, they have so much kill potential, right? Sven, Crystal, Maiden, and Mirana. It's a little bit scary if you're the Sand King, right? If you get caught by any of them, there's just so much stun one after another. I feel like it's almost a guaranteed kill. All right, King RD is coming out with a tip onto Terrorblade. Interesting. Returns the favor. Okay.
That is what you
How do you see these lanes going right now? Because I feel like top lane, Sven should be pretty safe. That being said, we've seen Sand Kings kind of just crush lanes out of nowhere with Caustic Finale.
They have. You know, I'm definitely favoring. I want to say that I'm favoring Lelis here. I'll be honest with you. I think Sven will do, or sorry, I don't think Sven's going to do a decent enough job against. I think he's going to get shut down by Lelis unless they just commit the tri-lane at the start of this and shut him down. If they can like force him to go like Burrow Strike level 1 or Sandstorm level 1 and have an unfavorable level 2 as well, they might be able to zone him enough to, you know, you'll have a couple items on Costa Bile. You'll be able to zone him from the lane by yourself. But until then, you know, unless that happens, rather, I think that.
I think Flea's intentions are to stay top for the time being. I think they really do want to shut down Lelis. I mean, look at where Costa Bile is, right? He's just like, come on, hit me. This MSS does come top though, so does have those glaives. They're going to be able to send him with an arrow, the frostbite. Oh my goodness, nice 2-man burrow strike. Do they have the damage to finish off the sides or one more auto attack? The fairy fire, he survives with 6 HP. They're going to try and chase, but you're taking so many tower shots here. Courier, okay, free little drive-by from Flea.
All right, Flea, this is where it matters. You line up that, all right, never mind. I was going to say you line up that arrow and hit him. But they almost get the silencer down. The first blood would have been nice, but that was pretty costly for Team Brazil there. Again, you're using several teleports. You're healing up on all these heroes. That wasn't great in the grand scheme of things, in my opinion.
Yeah, if they had gotten the first blood onto that CM, that would have been huge, but didn't end up working out. Bottom lane, SVG is just going to lay into these guys, and they have meta as well, so they do a lot of damage. They will have to be very careful on King RD here. SVG, is he just gonna briefcase this guy to death? Arrow off the mark. All right.
Oh, let's do this.
Mid lane, I'm assuming, yeah, I'm assuming we're gonna see Quaswex Invoker. It's no way to really play against the Ember Spirit. So we'll see how Quinn does. I mean, this is a matchup this man knows extremely well.
We've seen this several times.
SVG gets the stomp, pops the Sal, pulls the spear back. Is he gonna do this? SVG, oh my gosh, just outplays Flea, tries to deny himself on the tower, but King RD just slaps him real quick to get that gold bounty and experience, and is gonna return to the lane. What a sick play there from the Elder Titan.
Yeah, that just goes to show you how strong that hero is. Again, right there, all he had was that Windlace, and Mirana had a bunch of stat items in order to be able to better trade with the enemies, and she still got absolutely bodied there.
So much space for Yoar too. He is level 3, almost 3.5 to the start of this lane phase.
Yep. It's interesting that he's opted to go this reflection. I guess the slow was super important to that last fight there.
Yeah, it actually gave him the first blood. It slowed Beastmaster just enough during meta for him to get that last auto attack. So I think definitely worth leveling. It will slow down his farm, you know, for a little while. But SVG just like wallops on people with that refraction slow.
Yeah, I don't think he should be... I'm not actually sure that he should be spamming this ability in the lane, though. I don't think he gets enough from it. He loses a bunch of mana. It costs 50. You want to be spamming your Conjure Image and like being able to better get farm or move to the jungle once you have that. So probably be a bit more careful with his mana going forward in the lane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Lelis trying to get a high 5 top lane on a Crystal Maiden, not going to get one.
KJ's out for blood, you know? He's not joking around.
He's like, I'm not here for your high 5s, sir. I'm here for your for your skin, for your pelt.
Yeah.
Bottom lane
MMR doesn't
refraction
really
comes
work
out
in this.
again. SVG will take down the boar. Question is, can he take down anyone else?
And they zone.
So you're
him
right. I mean,
back
he's
again.
out of mana now on this Terrorblade. I mean, meta's up. He'll have the mana in just a few seconds, but then you're just completely ooh.
Yeah, and again, yeah, one of these like 1 or 2 conjure images up when you're meta.
They're gonna turn for King RD here. Will they use the refraction? They will, just to slow him down. I think they get this. Look at the damage from SVG, the briefcase, man. He's here. This is, I mean, he's not messing around. This is all business, no play for SVG. Turns out refraction right now, very strong.
Yeah, I guess it is setting up these kills. I can't argue with that. When you got that plus 100 on your Elder Titan, it is worth getting. So well played by them. He's costing them a bunch of
Lelis in some trouble. Did just get his bottle though, so he's gonna go ahead and hit that nice burrow strike. Buy him some space. There is going to be a curse in 2 seconds. Costa Vila trying to close the gap. There's going to be the frostbite as well. So they will just trade supports here, but Costa Vila's got to run away from Lelis, and Caustic Finale's an incredible slow. The burrow strike on the mark. Lelis, one more auto attack, maybe will get the wand. He gets that auto attack. He's trying to close the gap, but the boots on Costa Vila will be enough. He's gonna go back, let the Crystal Maiden refill his bottle. Mid lane, Quinn pops a Fairy Fire, has a regen rune bottled up. He cannot afford to lose it. He gets it off. Oh my gosh.
Nice. He tries to commit a couple times, but all he gets from him is tower shots, unfortunately.
Yep. I mean, what a value regen there. If he manages to find that kill, that would have been a disaster for Quinn in this lane. 5-minute bounties are out. SVG finds Flea. He tries to leap up to the high ground, doesn't get the first one.
Interesting.
He has to dodge, yeah, so he has to leap. Forces out 2 leaps, which is pretty good. Still gets one of the bounties, I believe. When mid lane, gonna do some damage on over the Invoker. The Flame Guard just recently leveled, has level 6 as well. She's doing a lot of damage on this Ember Spirit.
They're gonna go for this. I see SVG. Flea is there though. Can he set up an arrow?
Nice tornado. Yeah, he used tornado this arrow on the mark. Cold Snapper as well. Other Titan falling low, but there's a Searing Chain with that Sleight of Fist. Going to chase down Flea. One little remnant will do it. They trade the supports. I think this favors Quinn though, because he just drops a remnant and TPs to base.
Yeah, he's gonna come right back. Just needs another couple of mana for that TP. There we go. If he even does it, actually, you know, it's just about 6 minutes. He TPs to base now. He's gonna miss these power runes.
Yeah, that's why he remnanted the top one, so he's gonna go to the bot one.
He can't actually run to the top one. He doesn't have the mana.
Oh, he doesn't have mana for remnant. Oh my goodness. So he TPs base now.
Can
He's
you get
actually
there?
trying to hope the silencer gets a way of zoning this off. And there it is. He makes it back just in time. It was a bait all along.
Is under attack.
Wow. Quinn, man. What a player.
The IQ play after all, you know, if you try to, as soon as you try to run from that one, you suddenly can't interrupt the TP anymore with Tornado or Cold Snap, and that guy was holding up that play. You know, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't situation.
Yawar is just crushing CS right now. 42 and 11. The Beastmaster zoned off the lane completely. Mid lane, the haste comes out. Quinn trying to get onto the Invoker. There's going to be the stomp, putting him to sleep. You have the silencer here as well. Going to hit him with that curse. Nice tornado. Does catch 3, but double remnant forward. They're going to find him, and that's the first +2 going on over to the silencer. A nice frostbite there. Arrow is available. MSS going to just get brought down. The right clicks from Flea secure that. Arrow looking for Quinn, off the mark though.
They were expecting that one to come out, so.
Well, is doing great top as well. I mean, he's 3rd on CS. Sand King's great. I mean, all 3 top CS are Quincy crew. Last game, it was Brazil, right? Like, they were looking really good in the lanes. Stomp does hit the Crystal Maiden with Quinn here. Gets his bottle refilled. Bottle refilled? What did I just say?
Bottle refilled. That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
I think Melvin might have been talking though.
Yeah, get this Melvin guy out of here. What is he doing?
Missing kills. Our observer, everyone. Show him some hate. So.
I mean, honestly, Melvin's doing pretty good this game. He hasn't missed a kill. I'm surprised. You know, he's really concentrating.
Impressive. Must be the monster that we're giving him.
It is definitely. We gave him a ton of monster. Definitely increasing his IQ, making him a much more responsive person. It's top, buddy. The rune was top. 40R just denies the DD rune. He's like, I'm not even messing with that.
40R Angie. Yeah.
Net worth though. Look at the Terror Blade. Oh my god.
Yeah, that is
Dire's
a
top tower is under attack.
wide man you are.
SVG just kills Beastmaster's courier and walks away.
Yep. Everything is turning up the way of Beast Coast, Quincy crew this game. All right, that was Melvin as well. Now, my only question is, how do you really respond to this? Because your play is just out farm the enemy team with this Sven, get ahead of them, and try to take these fights earlier on. Use aggression with the Beastmaster, take some towers, but when you're this far behind at the end of the laning phase, you're on the back foot all of a sudden.
Yeah, this Sven is not going to catch this Terrorblade. There is just no way that's happening. Right, Terrorblade, level 8, has drums completed, just farming super fast, has a treads completed, looking for a second pair of treads. He does have 2 feet, so I do like the idea there. Now, King RD pushing bottom lane, does have the vision here onto SVG, has Roar available. He's going to send the mob. Stomp comes out, but Roar to interrupt it. Should get himself a nice little kill there. King RD does it. A TP comes in from Lelis. Arrow does connect. He does have to be careful, but they have detection, though. A dust is available. Lelis 2-man burrow strike right on the mark, but here comes a tornado. 4 heroes down the bot lane, but look at Crystal Maiden. She just dies in the sandstorm. Lelis trades 1 for 1, but they will end up getting the tower eventually.
Well, at the same time, you are up here on the top lane and over here by your mid.
Okay, where was Melvin looking? Honestly, I don't know what he was doing. He was looking top and then doesn't see mid lane go down.
Is under attack.
You are gonna take this tower, trade with the enemies, but they're all back now. I mean, they see Sven drop and think, okay, I need to defend mid tower.
Middle tower is under
It doesn't
attack.
matter though. Can you defend mid tower? Quinn, he doesn't respect the aggression of the enemy team at all. He's playing so far forward in between the tier 1 and 2.
Dire's top
It's
tower
really
is
smart too,
under
because
attack.
the main thing right now is he
Dire's
just
top
wants
tower
to
has
get these runes. So he's going to pick up an illusion rune, which is fantastic. He doesn't have to worry about going all the way for the other bounty rune. And playing that far behind the tower just prevents Brazil from even contesting these power rings in the first place. So bottom lane, they do save their tier 1 tower inside of Quincy crew, and Yawar is just doing whatever he wants. 5,500 net worth here, 10.5 minutes into the game. This is like a dream game if you're a Terrorblade here.
Yeah.
And it's not like your other cores are suffering either. I mean, it's all top 3 are Quincy crew. Dire, where's their hawk? They have vision here somewhere. There's a hawk way behind the tower. It is about to expire. Moonlight Shadow comes out. They drop a Sentry Dust. Comes out from Elder Titan. And Santa King gonna lose all his mana. On the backside, Quinn goes in, finds Beastmaster. He's gonna be able to burn him down with that Flame Guard. And he's gonna keep looking for more. A nice remnant forward. MSS is here, caught him with that curse. A quick double kill for the Quincy
Dire's
crew.
middle tower is under attack.
Just as they took that fight, Silencer did have global available. I don't think it would have made that much of a difference. Again, Sand King was very far in. They got the cold snap onto him. Suddenly his mana was burned, so just...
Lelis has Blink, like in 50 gold.
Dire's bottom tower.
Nice tornado, EMP, cold snap, the arrow. Can they bring down the Elder Titan though? Lelis going for the epicenter. They're chained up as well. SVG will fall, but you lose the Invoker, and they are not done on the side of Quincy crew. He does have 1 leap to get on back down to the low ground. Lelis trying to see if they can get in range. Remnant is dropped. Quinn gonna go for the TP back to base, but guess who's here? It's the big daddy Yawar. He'll find a kill onto Flea, and he's just gonna go ahead and work on this tower now. He's level 10.
Under attack.
Mr. Take Your Tower, it seems to be the common theme with him. He went to top lane, grabbed that. Down here with his Metamorphosis, and these heroes are too scared to initiate onto him. I'm not even sure they can gap the distance.
It's so hard. I mean, you've got Lelis just sitting right behind him.
And he's got
you don't have any vision there.
Middle tower
I guess they
is
do have
under
vision.
attack.
I was incorrect. Where is their vision? Is the hawk somewhere? I don't know.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
AJ tries to go in for the D-Ward, but there's the blink reveal from Lelis. Literally just gets delivered on Courier, and SVG will be the one to actually find the kill. And this is just a completely different game, right? This is Quincy crew showing up here, game number 2. Quinn stunned up on the high ground, but where's the follow-up? I mean, there's no damage here. There's your Searing Chains, gonna be able to hold him down for the time being. Sven trying to run away with that extra movement speed, but Lelis, there's your blink on the mark. Flea caught by that curse, trying to get away, does have a leap available. We'll make it up into the base, but you've lost the Sven. Costa Bile, the one who's supposed to be farming on the side of Brazil, just dead. And look at every single hero on the side of Quincy crew.
Yeah, their net worth is so high. Top 3 heroes, all Quincy crew. 7.3k net worth on this Terrorblade, having the game of his life right now. Almost has his Manta style complete. At that point, there's just so little you can do. I mean, you're getting out of the frostbite, you're getting out of the cold snap. It's gonna make the game so hard.
They're pinging out.
Могут быть, а могут быть не слиты. То есть это играбельные матчапы.
Into Arrow. Do they have the damage though? He has to use it right now. King RD, don't miss it. Roar is out. Arrow on the mark. The global just a little bit too late. Quinn will finally go down on this Ember Spirit. A long play here. A good setup here from King RD. Giving himself that vision he needed from the Hawk and the Borslow.
That one is important, but you know, while it's happening, enemies are setting up. They're trying to get vision of the triangle. They're over here.
Lane. Gotta be careful.
Costa does manage to dodge that one.
Well, let's just eat a couple mangoes. Man, this guy really likes mangoes. Or Sand Kings, I guess. Maybe it's just a Sand King thing. Are they just really big fans of mangoes?
It's a well-known Sand King treat.
Yeah, it's probably lore accurate. I'm sure it's canon somewhere.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Someone message Slacks. We'll find out.
Scintillant Waste, it is. You know, that's
Dire's top tower.
Bottom lane, Tornado way off the mark. He does have a defensive remnant, so he's not really. Oh, unless he gets arrowed. Nah, they're still okay. They have no follow-up damage. And look who's coming on in. Quincy crew trying to find someone to blink in from Lelis. This Earth Splitter is going to find Beastmaster 2. Slowed up inside that Sandstorm. SVG will be the one to find the kill. And MSS is becoming more intelligent by the second.
That looked weird. You see that? He summoned the boar as he was dying. All it does is feed the enemy team more gold.
How they're talking about.
That was
You gotta find the D word there on Crystal Maiden. That's nice.
I'll take your.
Yeah, I mean, Yawar is just like playing a PvE game right now. You know, he's just like grinding on some quests right now. You know, kill this number of creeps, kill that number of creeps, turn in quests, gets more experience and more money, and that's just all he's doing. He doesn't even know he's playing Dota at this point.
He's on a different wavelength than everyone else. Okay, they want something here. They smoke up. They got the Hawk. It's scouting for vision, but again, it's felt like they just haven't had the damage on Team Brazil in order to take anybody down. I said this would end up being a problem later in the game, but you know, it feels like we're already here.
It's already here apparently in 15 minutes. I mean, they have Roar into Arrow. A nice Tornado will catch the Sand King, but he gets the Burrow Strike out. Global Silence is there. Quinn can be able to hold down the Beastmaster, and here comes Terrorblade. I mean, he's ready to go. They want to try and take this fight. Earth Splitter kind of goes in a weird direction. That wasn't Earth Splitter. I don't know what that was. He just pulled the Spirit back. They don't actually find anyone on the side of Quincy crew. He will just take down the board.
That fight split up in such a weird way, but you know, with Yawar not able to get his hands on anyone, he says, okay, this tower isn't moving away from me. I can hit this.
He's like, I can hit tower indeed. Manta style plus illusion equals 0 tower. And that's going to open up the outpost. We saw this again and again. You know how important it is that these teams take these outposts from the other team. And Quincy crew hitting it at just 16 minutes. One of the earlier times that we've seen it.
Yeah, if they can box him into the base in the next
Crystal
couple
Maiden might have bit off more than she can chew. You gotta be careful. Nice Burrow Strike on the mark. Oh my goodness, the amount of damage. He's got a Deso on Quinn. It's being delivered right now.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it's only going to get worse as the Deso arrives. You know, you lose all your base armor to this Elder Titan. You lose another 7 to Quinn with this Desolator. Oh, by 4-7 seconds.
It used to be 7, I believe. They nerfed it by 1 when they nerfed Orb of Destruction, right?
Yeah, who can keep up with this game?
Yeah, seriously.
I still think I'm in 2014.
I still think of, like, look at mechanics. I'm like, oh yeah, that's still in the game, right? From like 10 years ago. All right, Grove Bow dropped. I mean, that's a pretty good item for the Mirana or the Invoker, but Vamp Race for the Terrorblade, that feels pretty good. Obviously not the best tier 2 item that he could take, but he's pretty happy with that either way.
Yeah, switch that over to Agility while he farms. Might back over to Strength when he takes a fight. Again, it's just like...
It has the old attribute changes, right? Before it doesn't give regen. It's one of the old ones where it still gives magic resist, which is so value on Terrorblade. In the bottom river here, KJ found by the Ember Spirit. Does actually connect on the Tornado, but here comes the Blink Epicenter from the backside. He melts them both immediately. Lelis This guy's a madman. 3 dead for the side of Brazil, and they're gonna keep looking for more. Can King RD get away? Blink up in 3 seconds. Lelis is hungry. I guess incorrectly, but Yawar has found the lad. Does he get away? He does not. Oh my goodness.
The damage from the natural orders on from that Terrorblade, he just goes down instantly, but 4 for no team fight. Almost 2,000 gold away of Brazil. I'm exaggerating very slightly. 3,000 XP. This is just a disaster for them. I mean, you're having a hard time last game with Quincy crew, but this is way worse. You just don't have the damage with these heroes to be able to fight back. They're running at you, and you can't do anything about it. Your Sven has now been forced into his part of the map.
You were saying in draft, right? You know, what happens when Terrorblade gets a Scotty? And we're, you know, normally you're looking at like 25, you know, to the 30-minute mark, the Scotty comes out, and it's like, this guy's got drums, Manta style, and almost Scotty completed at 20. There's the gold sign, the Burrow Strike. Goodbye, Marana on the backside. KJ falling low as well. Sven just held in place by those searing chains. Crystal Maiden survives with a sliver of health. Aurora there to try and disengage. Brazil is just grasping at straws right now, trying to just, I don't know, man. They have no way of taking these fights.
I mean, saving grace is that tier 2 is still up. You know, the creeps weren't at the building just yet, so this buys some time. Whereas Metamorphosis is going to be up, and they're not going to have the confidence to push high ground. Not that I hoped that they would before having this Eye of Scotty on the Terrorblade.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't think they really care about going high ground right now, right? Like, they're so farmed on this Terrorblade. He just gets this Eye of Scotty, maybe a BKB, but he just doesn't care. He'll probably just go Butterfly. What am I talking about? He's probably just going to go Scotty Butterfly. Top lane, they're looking for the Invoker, and they are managing to hold him down. The Earthquake comes out, does pull him back, but the boys on Brazil, they can't get there in time. The 2 supports just melt him. You lose Quinn to a roar, or not even a roar. What was that? Just Frostbite Arrow?
It looks like he was just Frostbite arrowed. And then Frostbitten again.
Alright, here comes Lelis. The epicenter comes out. Oh my goodness, the damage from this Sand King. They managed to bring down one. Coast Relay pops to the curse from MSS, and now KJ, just the lonely Crystal Maiden. Spare me, please, she says. She tries to run away. Oh my goodness. This man has 28 stolen intelligence on the silencer now. They're just gonna go right on into Roshan. Eye of Scotty completed.
And now you don't have the damage to bring him down anymore. 36 armor, 2400 HP. He's gonna have the Aegis. You know, I was thinking maybe if they held the base, or they locked the enemy team in before they got neutral items, the enemy wouldn't be able to do anything to contest them. Not strong enough. I don't really think it matters if they have these neutral items or not. Yes, you managed to get Quinn a couple of times because you got no defensive item, no bulk, but you can't kill TB anymore. They end this game when they decide that they want to end this game, and they're going to continue to out-farm you while you're boxed into your base.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been an upward pointing graph the entire time for Quincy crew. The win chance is 99% for Quincy crew at this point, and honestly, based on how the games are going so far, I'm not that surprised. Nice slight chain will hold Sven down. They have the Burrow Strike on the mark. Yawar just goes on, and they don't really care. A nice Deafening Blast, but he just goes down to the magic damage. You know, and try and chase into base. KJ and the Invoker in some trouble. There's gonna be the Earth Splitter not on the mark, but look at MSS. He's just a carry at this point. They get 3 heroes on Brazil, diving past the tier 4s, make it 4 as Fleet. Ooh, the 1 keeps him alive. There's the 4th. Never mind. That's the GG. They just call it. Brazil want nothing to do with this game. It is Quincy crew just choking out Brazil here in game number 2.
Radiant victory.
Feels like that turned around on them pretty quick. Brazil took the series on them, but it just made Quincy crew angry. And they tore them apart this game. I'd say my biggest issue was the draft. They just didn't have the damage to be able to fight Quincy crew. It started off pretty strong. You knew we were going to play Invoker against this mid lane Ember Spirit, but after that it kind of fell apart. The